Hi, my name is Brennan Baity, and I'm the writer, producer, and director of the documentary One with the Force, the rise, fall, and rebirth of the Star Wars customizable card game. For those of you who don't know about the Star Wars customizable card game, or CCG for short, this is what it's all about. The Star Wars CCG is a customizable card game where players build decks of 60 cards that represent their life force. A strategy is then devised to deplete the opponent's life force using iconic movie locations where resource management and battles may occur. A wide variety of character and starship cards are used to achieve this goal, which makes the sheer number of tactical combinations staggering. When factoring in support cards, the possibilities are only limited by the deck builder's imagination. It becomes like playing chess with thousands of unique pieces. So, while I was in middle school, Magic the Gathering was all the rage, and while it was fun, it never really resonated with me. Along came the Star Wars CCG, and it was complex and based on movies I already loved, so I immediately gravitated towards the game. My friends and I would play pretty religiously between our matches of GoldenEye, and we used to go pretty frequently to our local comic book shop and blow our lunch money on cards. So when my dad passed away in 1997, Star Wars CCG definitely helped me process and escape some of the pain that I was going through at such a young age. I became much more competitive and went from playing at friends' houses to local tournaments. And this was an incredibly positive outlet for me at the time. And I even think it helped me bond more with my stepdad as well, as he would frequently drive me around to the local tournaments in Florida. He once even drove me from Orlando to Atlanta for a weekend event at DragonCon. It was a great weekend, and I'll always be appreciative of those moments, as it was a really special time in my life. Then, in late 2001, suddenly the game was no more. The company which produced the game, Decipher Incorporated, had lost the license and could no longer print the cards. This was incredibly devastating to the fans and players of the game. But this didn't stop the players from coming together and forming a tight-knit community which thrives to this day. This is their story. The story of a dead game and the players that have fought to keep it alive. This story is important because for over 15 years, many have wondered how a massively successful Star Wars game went from being near the top of the heap to essentially an independent underground fellowship. This rise, fall, and rebirth is something very unique within the gaming world. Currently, the volunteer-run Players Committee acts as the organizer and administrator of the game. The goal of this campaign is to raise enough money to be able to travel to the major tournaments run by the Players Committee in 2018. They include places like New Jersey, Seattle, and Germany. The plan is to go and conduct interviews with players from around the world, ranging from world champions to players just finding the game for the first time. Additionally, I'd like to go to Norfolk, Virginia to interview former Decipher employees as well. Your donation will help pay for travel to these locations and some equipment costs. I set the goal at $10,000, and you can see below in the details section what the estimated breakdown of what those costs are going to be. Now, I understand that $10,000 is a lot of money, but I have wanted to give this incredible community a voice for a long time, and I really want to be able to do it the right way. This isn't about going around to play a game. This is about players who have dedicated large portions of their life to a community and showing what this game means to them. This has not only been a dream of mine, but for many players all over the world. This is something I'm really passionate about, and your support would mean the world to me. So Thank you very much for your time and your donations.